It's week 12 of the 2026 season, and here comes Denzel Ward. He'll make you pay if you throw his way too often. It's the Browns and the Jags on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded, it's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Straight ahead, ETN. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the 50, it's Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You look at this Jaguar defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the number 1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Now he'll dump it underneath fake to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Lawrence on the sneak, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Hey, Lion!
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Hey, run!
Here's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The Browns at 10 and 1 now on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Hey!
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Red on red.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 33. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Lisa 24. Red.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On red. Here we go.
They'll run it again with Henry. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
And maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
ETN up the middle. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. A give to ETN running right. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Taking it about the 16. And just shutting him off there. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Henry. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, go. Hot.
Now Lawrence to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Hey.
Lawrence. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Lawrence to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now Watson rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The final shot before the break. Watson. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where you see the final score there. Brian Robinson, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Michael Penix leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Patrick Mahomes, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. In the first half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland, and to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Browns to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
All right, let's go. Rocco switch. Rocco switch.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Ralph.
Now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Alert. Hey.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, But it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Hey, run!
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey, go, go! Go, Phil!
Lawrence will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Hey, hey!
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Red on red.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Yes. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to extend their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Watson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Watson. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll go in the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. From the gun, here's Watson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's White. And he's taken down inside the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. In motion goes the tight end. Watson now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Browns set to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Looking for Cooper, that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Lawrence.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Hey, Lion. 13, Lou.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is indeed good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 10. A little under a minute to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
This is 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Watson.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. And that's complete to Davis. And he will hustle out of bounds. That stops the clock. But, boy, that's just a very minimal gain. And also, keep in mind, it's 4th down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Cleveland, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.